The junior middleweight division is heating up, and Sebastian Fundora finds himself at the center of it all. Fresh off his dominant win over Chordale Booker, the WBC and WBO champion has a tough decision to make: defend his titles against mandatory challenger Xander Zayas, or pursue a high-stakes unification bout. But here's the twist: Zayas isn't sitting back quietly. The rising star is hungry for his shot, and if Fundora chooses to delay their fight, it could spark serious controversy. With boxing politics in play and rival champions eager to unify, will Fundora take the risk of postponing his mandatory defense, or will he put Zayas on hold to chase undisputed glory? Meanwhile, Xander Zayas is already feeling the frustration. After working his way up the rankings and waiting for his moment, he now faces the possibility of being sidelined. But Zayas isn't just any contender. He's a young, dangerous fighter with something to prove. If Fundora chooses to fight IBF champion Bakhram Murtazaliev instead, Zayas might not take the snub lightly. Will he push for the fight he's earned, or will he be forced to wait in the shadows while Fundora and his team play chess with the division's biggest name? One thing is for sure: this situation is far from settled, and the next move could shake up the entire 154-pound weight class. The WBO has officially directed Sebastian Fundora, the current WBC and WBO junior middleweight champion, to begin negotiations with his mandatory challenger, Xander Zayas. The two camps have a 20-day window to strike a deal before the matter goes to a purse bid. However, Fundora's promoter Samson Lukowich has indicated that they are exploring other possibilities, particularly a unification fight, which would take priority over the mandatory bout. If Fundora can secure a fight against another title holder in the division, he will likely take that opportunity first, postponing the fight against Zayas. This move could delay the mandatory defense, but unification fights typically hold more weight in boxing, allowing champions to put mandatory obligations on hold for bigger opportunities. Fundora has made it clear that his ultimate goal is to become the undisputed champion at 154 pounds, meaning he wants to hold all the belts in the division. If he gets the opportunity to fight another world champion, he will seize it, as that path would bring him closer to achieving his dream. His promoter Lukowich also emphasized that despite these aspirations, Fundora has no intention of relinquishing his WBO or WBC belts. Unlike some fighters who avoid mandatories by vacating titles, Fundora intends to defend his belts when the time comes. He respects the structure of the sport and understands the importance of fulfilling obligations as a champion, even if he temporarily puts a mandatory challenger on hold in pursuit of a unification bout. Last Saturday, Fundora returned to the ring after a year-long layoff and made an emphatic statement with a fourth-round TKO victory over Chordale Booker. The fight, which took place at the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas, was strategically chosen to help Fundora shake off the ring rust after 12 months of inactivity. His last fight before this was a huge win over WBO champion Tim Tszyu in March 2024, a victory that catapulted him into a stronger position in the division. Meanwhile, Zayas, eager to secure his title shot, attempted to generate buzz by stepping into the ring after Fundora's fight. He wanted an immediate face-off to build anticipation, but the moment never materialized. Whether this was a strategic move by Fundora's team or simply an oversight remains unclear, but it's evident that Zayas is doing everything he can to push for his chance at the title. Promoter Lukowich addressed the situation, stating that there would be no issue in making a fight with Zayas if that's the route they choose to take. However, he also reminded the boxing world that things change rapidly in the sport, and a unification bout could take precedence over the mandatory fight. If Fundora has the chance to face another champion and unify belts, the mandatory defense against Zayas will be put on hold. Specifically, if IBF champion Bakhram Murtazaliev is ready and willing to fight, Zayas will likely have to wait. Lukowich also pointed out that Zayas is still young and has time to be patient, suggesting that waiting a little longer for his shot at a title would not be a major setback for his career. Murtazaliev wasted no time in making his intentions known, taking to social media to publicly congratulate Fundora on his recent victory. In his post, he directly addressed Fundora and stated, "I'm ready for a unification fight." If Fundora and his team decide to take this route, they will have the opportunity to add another championship belt to his collection, which would significantly boost his standing in the division. From a strategic standpoint, this might be the best move for Fundora as Unification.